So I used to talk to this party girl like a year ago and I hated it. Of course I would get invited to like the parties and hosts and stuff, and I would drink there. That part of my life was just the biggest waste of time. No disrespect to the girl, that was just me being an idiot. And that was on me. Don't blame the girl for your fuck-ups. But imagine that. You know how bad drinking is for your testosterone. You know how bad it is for your health. And you're like, no, I don't want to drink. And then this girl comes up to you and says, oh, do you want to come to this party? Yeah, sure, of course. It takes 6 men to carry a man to his coffin. It takes 1 woman to put him there. And this is why I think this video is really important. So this is what I do to tell if a girl is worth my time or not. And you should do this very early on. First off, we gotta remove this specific girl out of mind and just literally write down 10 standards, but don't make them standards. Make them the ideal scenario. So for example, okay, so you don't want her to have a guy best friend. How about no guy friends? Oh, you want her to have a low body count? How about 0? Put it to the furthest extent that it can go. Once you have 10 standards and you've written them down, this is what is going to force you to think logically, instead of just thinking with your and now you just need to compare this to the girl that you were talking to. Because we need to be ruthless with our time and serious with where we want to be in life. And if we're just talking to some random girl that we know we're not going to go anywhere with, it's pointless. Stop doing it. Of course, she doesn't have to match all 10, but just roughly think, okay, how in line is she with all of these? If she's like 50%, yeah, I would keep her. If she's below that, then you should really reconsider it. For example, if a girl I'm talking to drinks, smokes weed, or vapes, if she does any of those, I'm gone. Now, if you are somewhere at like the middle margin of like, okay, so this girl I really like, but she isn't that in line with my standards, but kind of is, what you need to do is think of her as a guy. Imagine she was born a dude. Would you be friends with him? What this does is forces you to look at her lifestyle and do you want to be a part of that? And lastly, I'm not asking you to be fucking weird here, but I want you to answer these 2 questions. Would you date her friends? Don't think of them physically, but would you date a girl like that? Because they always tend to be a little bit like each other, at least like, I don't know, a third. And do you find their mum extremely unattractive? Because odds are she's going to look like her when she's at her age. Because this video isn't just some like fuckboy Tinder pickup artist video or some shit. No. This is judging a girl on whether she is wifey material or not. Because if you're trying to develop yourself and you're dating as just like a fucking hobby, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your life away. Honestly, now that just all the expectations are out of the way and standards, what you need to be doing is leveling yourself up. Getting your money up, getting that good physique. And what you'll find out is that you can pick and choose the girl you want. So you can afford to be more picky with those 10 ideal scenarios that you choose out. In about 3 years, you should probably get there with intense focus. I think once I get my money, I'll be pretty much there. Expectations whilst you're in a relationship are kind of a relationship killer. But here's what you do after like the first wall. What you need to realize is that there's 4 people involved. Your current self and her current self, and your future self and her future self. If any of them don't like each other, then that is a huge problem. That's relationship ending. For example, if you don't like the path she is going down, either you let her know or you're going to break up at some point. Or if she doesn't like the job that you're going to be working. Now, I don't know exactly what it's like to come across this wifey girl that's like, oh yeah, I want to marry this girl. But the girl you want to marry is the kind of girl that you wouldn't want to live without. Whether you have a good day or bad day, you tell her about it. Whether, no matter what direction you take in life, she will support you on it. There's no exact specific thing or one standard that a girl must reach. It's the product of hundreds of small different things. Of course, we're young men on self-improvement, so we don't want girls that are doing drugs, drinking alcohol, huge on social media, posting ass, none of that shit, of course. But for any man watching this, I don't even think we can put it down to 3 things. So just keep that in mind. I would love to hear some opinions from people that are way older than me, because I know that there's people 3 times my age watching my videos. Just comment down below. Don't do us easy and hook up with girls that were under 3 guys the last week. Do us right. Peace.